Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. Sorry for the delay. So myself, I'm Vijay. I hold like 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. So I'll be giving time for your general queries at the end of the session. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. So why Python? The Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced, right? It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? And who can learn Python? There is no prerequisites for learning Python. Anyone can update with Python, right? So the Python syntaxes looks like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming language. So I'll just brief you by taking some examples. To implement the task in multiple these Python statements look, right? Like just like normal English statements, right? Yes. And how Python was built and how Python was derived, right? So Python has taken the features from multiple programming languages. Some advantages or features from one programming, some other advantages or features from other programming, right? In this way, from multiple programming languages, it has taken the features. That's why we call it as hybrid language. And Python real-time applications, what kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python usage, who are using Python today? The topmost companies that and what kind of applications are built using Python? And Python features as compared with other programming, like what are the flexible features you see in Python as compared with other programming? Python comparison with other programming, Python comparison with other programming, and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. And Python scope and job market. What is the job market of Python currently, and what is the scope of Python, right, in the coming days? Okay, job market and what is the scope, right? Yes. So these are the things I'll be covering in today's and tomorrow's session, right? Yes, starting with why Python. Python is a general purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming. General purpose programming, right? So I'll just brief you. I define Python in 5 lines. So before Python, once again, can anyone please confirm whether my
Yes, voice is coming.
voice clear to all? Can anyone please confirm?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Fine, thank you. Okay. If you heard about the programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These programming languages are purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose. Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, what? So these are used for a specific purpose. They are purpose-based. Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. Purpose-based languages. They are not for all the purpose, only for a particular purpose. But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. Python is such a kind of programming where we can develop any kind of applications like automation applications, web applications, gaming applications, desktop applications, networking applications. So in this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. Yes. Multi-programming features. So if I give a labor example, right? You want to launch a new product in the market. You want to launch a new mobile phone, right? So to attract the customers, right? What all the features we see in different other mobiles, everything we embed into a single piece, going to attract the customer. In the same manner, Python is a kind of programming where we see the features of different other programming languages within it. That's the reason we call it as multi-programming features, or it's called as hybrid language. So Python is a high-level language. Python is a high-level language. What do you mean? There are two types of languages, I can say, right? Yes. Two types of languages. Low-level language and high-level languages. Low-level languages, high-level languages. Low-level and high-level. Low-level languages like assembly level language or machine level language. These languages, low-level languages, right? These are firstly, they are not human understandable. Not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. They are not portable, right? And they are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Machine dependent. Yes. So low-level languages, they are not human understandable. They are not portable and machine dependent, right? High-level languages. High-level languages, right? Like Python is a high-level language. So human understandable. Human understandable, and it's portable and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system, right? Yes. So just it looks like normal English statements, not as complex as other programming. It's portable and machine independent. Python is a cross-platform language which can run on any platform like Windows, Linux, Mac OS. So yes, and it's interpreted language. Python is a interpreted language, right? Yes. We have got compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation like C language or interpretation. For interpretation, sorry, Python is the interpretation language. In case of compilation, if you got some lines of code, all these lines, all this code execute at once. and displays the errors if any. In case of Python, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. Fine. So interpreted language and user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes. User-friendly or programmer-friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Okay. Fine. So any kind of applications we can develop using Python. Hybrid features we see, multi-programming. It's a high level, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly or programmer friendly programming language, right? Yes. Okay. So, 1 second. If you take the two major programming languages currently, two major programming languages which are used for enterprise application development, right? If you take Python and Java. Python and Java are the two major programming languages currently used for different enterprise application creations. If you go back 2010, right? Yes. So if you see the statistics of these programming languages, Java is mostly used, widely used from last 20-25 years, right? Like 43% usage for Java, and Python usage was just 3% used in the industry, right? It's on just 3% used in the industry. But 10 years later, 2020, right? Yes. Yeah. Java. Yeah. The usage of Java currently, I'll just show you, right? Like 19% used Python. The usage of Python has increased a lot, 31% used, right? Yes. I'll just show you some graphs. I open Google and show you the most popular programming language, the #1 ranked programming language, the usage of different programming languages in the industry currently, right? And this, but why Python is mostly preferred today? Because Python has got no restrictions. Java has got some restriction, right? Only it follows object-oriented programming only. Without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java application. But Python has got multi-programming support. That's why it was widely used today, mostly used in the industry for different applications creations. Even with the talk of the industry like data science, AI, right? Artificial intelligence, Python is the mostly preferred language. Java is never preferred in implementing it. Even if you talk the big data, even for big data, right? We have got Python can be used as the implementing, right? Like Spark with Python, we got PySpark. Okay. Not only that, in different, like even many automation scripts you can write today by using Python. Like in IoT, in robotics, in DevOps environment, right? Many automation scripts you can write. And the major, okay. So this Java has got only object-oriented programming. See what Python has got. Python has different features, right? So different types of applications we can develop, right? Like procedural oriented programming. Like example, like C language. Object-oriented, like object-oriented programming, like example C++ and Java. Scripting, next, like scripting, like Linux shell script. Scripting language, like example Linux shell script. And modular programming, like Modular 3, example modulo 3. Yes. So just like see this, these are the Python has got these many features, right? Hybrid features. Java developers or Java programmers are strictly restricted to object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java application. But with Python, with object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can develop different types of applications. There is so that's why because of this multi-programming features, we call it as a hybrid language. Okay. And we can write many automation scripts, shell script, right? We can write many automation scripts using Python, right? Eight boom today. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environment. 89,300 inbuilt modules. Yes. Okay. So, okay, if we discuss like modules, right? Python has got different modules for different environments. So we need to no need to write huge codings here. With using these modules, it has got built-in functionalities using which we can perform different types of operations. Thousands of modules, even for data science, Python providing especially like 10 to 15 modules using which we can perform plottings, visualizations, data analysis, right? So separate modules for data science environment, Python is providing not only for data science, but even for big data environment, right? Python has got separate modules for this. And now any area, right? Any domain like networking. For networking, not only like module separate framework itself, Python is providing for working with networking applications, and for testing or test cases, right? Python has got separate modules. And for OS, operating system kinds of activities, the name of the module itself is OS. The name of the module itself is OS module. And apart from this, right, for every database, Python is providing a module. For Oracle database, for Oracle, Python to connect with Oracle, a separate module like a CX underscore Oracle, using which Python can easily connect with Oracle database, performing the operations. By writing Python code, I'll just write 2 lines of Python code and I'll execute it. Go and check in the database, table will be created. I can insert data without opening database. I can insert data into database. Can read data from database. I perform any modifications, right? Even for every database, Python has got separate modules. Python has got separate modules for every data. For MySQL, PyMySQL, for SQL Server. So Python has got separate modules for this, like SQL PyODBC is the module for it. And for any types of files, for Excel files, we have got modules like XLRD, XLSX writer, using which Excel files. And we will write a Python code, right, to create a Excel file in a particular folder. And we can insert data into that Excel file. We can read data from that Excel file, right? And not only Excel, like CSV files, JSON files, PDF files, we can write a Python code to create a PDF file. We can read data, we can write data into it. Similarly for XML, we have got many modules for this, even for mathematical math module and for statistics. And for generating graphs, any kind of graphs we can generate using Python. Any types of graphs we can generate by using Python. Normal graphs, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot. In this way, any types of graphs can be. So it's very simple generating graphs in Python with very less coding. Yes. So in the tomorrow session, I'll be briefing you about this Python coding wise, how it looks, how simple the statements, and I'll show you some sample graphs, right? And what kind of applications are we developing today? Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications, right? Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are getting developed. Mostly like Python used for creation of automation applications using so before that Python mostly used for web applications. Lot of web applications are developed today by using Python. Previously Java.NET are mostly preferred, right? From last 20-25 years, both Python.NET used for developing different types of web applications. Now, you may ask why Python today? Why not those? So Python has got something. So you may ask why Python means Python has got a framework called Django. The Django framework. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. We no need to write any code, right? Okay. So we no need to write any code. Already the code is free available. It provides many flexible features. It provides many flexible features, right? And it has got its own database also like SQLite 3. So at a rapid speed, you can develop web application. Automation applications, right? Automation, okay. So secondly, like automation applications. Python mostly used in automation applications using technologies like data science. Using technologies like IoT, robotics, AWS, DevOps. So here in IoT, right, it is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensor, electronics for exchanging data, for controlling data from the place where you are, right? So here implementation goes in Python, 90% coding in Python. And data science, everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference using data or data science. We perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, clusterings, recommendations, right? So it's a blend of technique, data science. The main technique, what we see here, ML, machine learning, right? So machine learning, we have got many machine learning techniques, regression, classification, once again. Many machine learning techniques, right? Like regression, classification, clustering, recommendation, pattern matching. All these techniques to implement, we require a language. To code, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for this machine learning, right? Or this data science environment, where it is providing many modules for plottings, visualizations, for analysis and predictions, right? Yes. So Python is the mostly chosen programming for this data science, IoT, and even in DevOps environment, right? Writing many automation script where Python has got vast number of libraries, right? Yes. Apart from this, even for another major area like big data, right? Today you should have seen data in the form of KBs of data. You should have seen MBs of data or GBs. or you should have seen TBs also. But do you think like petabytes, 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs? Already 1 TB is a large storage unit, right? 1 petabyte, 1024 TBs. Petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes, petabytes, ottabytes, so on, right? For this huge data, for petabytes and exabytes of data, right? Yes. So can you examples of this petabytes of data generation? Examples of petabytes of data generation. Facebook. Millions and trillions of users for Facebook. Millions and trillions of users for Facebook. In a minute, what is the data generated by Facebook? Each and every post and video has to be stored, right? Not only like Facebook, right? Today, if we talk about any application generating huge data, it take like 1 minute a transaction. In a minute, how many FB posts? Twitter tweets, Google queries. One sec. Everyone creating your own videos and uploading in the YouTube, right? YouTube videos upload. What should be the storage capacity to store all these videos? And millions and trillions of people using email messages and bank transactions, some like telecom transactions, or e-commerce sites like Flipkart, Amazon, right? Like everywhere you see like huge data is getting generated. For this huge data, we have got some big data tools available. We heard about the technologies like Hadoop, Spark, right? Very high speed processing technology, right? They use languages like Scala, they use languages like Python, right? The Spark is a very high speed execution model implemented using Python. We call like PySpark, which has got great boom today. Fine. Even in big data environment also, Python is preferred. Apart from this, for scientific applications, like we have got a CP, scientific Python, for numerical analysis, NumPy, right? Yes. Numerical Python, and for gaming or game development, right? Yes. We have got especially today, there are lot of games are getting developed by using Python. Python, especially for gaming or game development, it is providing frameworks like Pygame, PyCora, are the frameworks given by Python for developing games. And for some 3D games, 3D rendering libraries, right? PySci. Apart from this game development, right? Numerical analysis, game development. Python is also used for scheduling tasks. Right? Yes. And for business applications. Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce websites, right? Even for testing or test cases. Business, and one of the hottest application of Python, database applications, right? Without any database, there is no application, right? Database application. Apart from this, Python is also used for web scraping data from different websites, harvesting data from different websites. Web scraping means scraping data or extracting data from different sites. You have got URL lib module, BS4 module. Apart from this, web scraping, right? Even Python is also used for CAD application, 3D CAD applications, right? And apart from this, CAD and 3D CAD applications, and for embedded applications. The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation embedded application. Okay. Apart from this, Python is also used for audio and video applications. Python is also used for software development. Python, okay. Software developers make use of Python as a support language, right? And computer vision. Computer vision for color detection, face detection, for object detection, right? And apart from this, for robotics. So robotics with Python, there are huge packages right today. And for single user console applications, desktop applications. Okay, these are some of those, right? In this way, we have got many applications where Python can be used today, right? Who are using Python? Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Our topmost applications built using Python. Who are using Python today means our topmost applications. Built using Python. First, Google using Python for its web search system. Google. The first web crawling also written in Java, but it was later rewritten in Python. And Yahoo using Python. Yes. And for YouTube for video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is its Python practicality and hybrid features. And Netflix, the topmost streaming, right, which uses Python, right? Yes. Netflix. Netflix, right? Yes. So it is using Python for security, automation, subscription related, right? Yes. Apart from this, there are some applications like if you heard about Quora, Reddit. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest. Okay, Quora, okay. Apart from this, there are many other like MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python for its computation, right? Iron Port email server. Iron Port email server which uses more than 1 million lines of Python code to do its job. And companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Hardware testing, right? Yes. So these are some of those, right, examples which are using Python today. And apart, okay, many other applications are getting developed. Yes, topmost and otherwise reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Sorry. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less code you see in Python. So very less coding, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programmings, right? So in the tomorrow session, I'll be briefing you about coding wise, how these Python statements look, right? And most of the programmers are migrating towards Python environment because of this very less code and simple syntaxes given by Python looks like normal English statements. And thirdly, like multi-programming features, hybrid features, and interactive mode given by Python. This interactive mode you cannot see in other programming languages, you can see in Python. We just see, click here. Sorry. Type CMD here. Type CMD and type Python, right? Yes. The Python interpreter gets opened. Python interpreter gets opened, the arrow symbol. Any valid Python statements, 3 plus 4, 5 into 7, x is 10, y is 4. What is x? What is y? What is x plus y? X minus y, x into y, x by y. Any valid Python statements you can type and check, right? X equal to HELLO. Yes. Okay. X equal to HELLO. Print x into 3. Prints hello for 3 times. Hello, 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 right? Yes. Okay. X. In this way, okay, you can type any valid Python statements, right? Interactive mode, we can interact statement by statement and wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties. Wide varieties of applications. Many built-in. Okay. Many built-in or many built-in libraries or modules, right? So these are the things which makes Python super popular. And if you see, I'll just open Google and show you. Yes. Popular coding language. Popular coding language in the current industry. So you can see among all the programming languages. You can see this, right? The first one, The most popular, can you see at the right side? The most popular programming languages, Python, Java, C, that C sharp, yes, other things. Yes. Python remains the most popular programming language where Python is mostly used. Other things they are very less used. Most popular programming, Python comes first, next JavaScript comes next. So in the year two, see if you see from last 2-3 years, 2000. So Python, right? Most popular coding languages, right? Python, next comes Java, JavaScript. If you see the percentage of usage of other programmings, right? Yes. Python 31% use, Java 19%, C++ 9%, C 6%, Ruby 7%, JavaScript is this call, right? Okay. So 30, the big circle, 31% is the usage of Python. See this blue color circle, 19.6. Okay. Okay, even if you check, right? Yes. Ranking wise, if you see the ranks also, right? So 1 second. Python is the number one rank. And even ranking by average salary, Python stands first. Ranking by volume of job openings, right there. Python stands first, right? Yes. Okay. So if you see job wise, if you see that Python jobs and Python framework, full stack, if you talk right, Python full stack, you see the Django framework. You can see these jobs in Python. 21,000 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad, Secunderabad, right? Yes, thousands of Python jobs in Hyderabad. And if we not only this Python, people like the Django framework, we have got Python providing framework like Django framework. The Django jobs. People who know Django or people who know the Django are very less. The competition as of now, it's very less. But Django framework, which are we create different types of web applications here, right? The Django jobs 24,524 Django job vacancies, 1,000 plus Python jobs. Yeah, 2,000 Django job vacancies on 5th July. Okay, so a lot of jobs for Django also, right? So as a so you see the course structure in brief, in depth as compared with other programmings, like you see like huge data, like huge syllabus we'll be discussing one by one. So here why Python, reasons, applications, features, advantages, versions, Python pro operations, Python modes of execution, interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors, data types, constants, variables, type conversions, type ID. Okay, comments in Python, escape sequences in Python, string indices, right? So all these Python operations, operators in Python, arithmetic, comparison, logical assignment, shorthand. Python IDs, PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans. So among this, PyCharm is the mostly used. So we'll be using it in our web applications creations. It's licensed one. Yes, flow control statements. Okay, I'll come. Flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, collection data types. So collections in Python, right? Yes. List indexing, list slicing, list functions, list properties, nested list, working with list addresses, right? So for tuples, sets, and dictionaries also the same. Python list, tuple, sets, and dictionary, and functions in Python. Okay, defining a function, calling a function. Yeah, examples, categories, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, arbitrary, call by value, call by reference, recursions, Boolean functions, map, okay, passing functions to functions, anonymous functions, filter and map, modules in Python. What is a different ways of different types of modules, renaming a module, reloading a module. Yes, packages in Python, errors and exceptions in Python, file handling in Python, object-oriented object-oriented programming concepts in brief, right? Right. And regular expressions, extracting given data from the given data, database access. I'll show you the installation of one database, how connecting to database, how simple it is. Database access and how to perform transaction management within the database level, Python datetime module, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closest, decorators, right? GUI programming. Okay. Excel workbook, data analytics, machine, the introduction to data science, Python, pandas, NumPy model in brief, matplotlib model, Django framework, web frameworks, installation, executions, and so Django views, Django templates, Django admin models or concepts, and also knowledge on UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and SQL. All will be covered, right? Huge syllabus. So at the end of this course, you'll be getting great command, right? Yes. So 1 second. So every session is video recorded. You will be getting the recorded video in soft copy of the class notes. Assignments will be provided, right? Okay. So you'll be learning Python in brief, in depth, right? Python 4 advanced and application oriented modules. Right. Secondly, apart from this, people who wants to go for full stack. Okay. Okay. Django framework. Django framework. Along with Django, right? Yes. UI technologies. HTML, CSS, regular expression. HTML, CSS, already I'll be discussing this regular expression models in this framework, sorry, in this Python itself. HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. This everything will be covered, right? On the UI technologies plus project. This is what full stack. Only for Python, right? You will spending nearly 70 hours, 2 months. The fee structure is 5K. And for all these other things, Django framework and Django 15 to 20 applications creations, right? We'll be developing 15 to 20 applications in Django framework. So here, for all this, actually it is 7K, but as an offer, right? If combined, you can 10K. For total full stack, it is 10K. Only Python 5K. So on this. If you've got any queries, you can ask the queries, right? And tomorrow also you can attend the session same time at 6 p.m. using the same link to see more on this Python, right? So you can ask any queries. This is a demo session I was speaking most of the time, but regular normal session. For every statement I type, right, you will be giving the response, right? What is the output? Okay. Any queries you got, anyone, as part of this course content? So tomorrow I'll be briefing you more on this, right? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow there will be one more session, is there, right?
Yes, tomorrow also everyone can attend the session, right? It will be continuation to today's session, right? Not any duplication or replication of today's sheet. So we'll be continuing tomorrow. Coding wise, how it looks, comparison with other programming, right?
No, can you please pardon? I got a call. That's the reason I missed this part.
What was it?
This session will be tomorrow. Will be the same, or that will be a different one?
No. Tomorrow I'll be continuing from where we have stopped.
Okay. So one thing I just wanted to ask, if I wanted to go for only basics and advanced Python currently,
Mhm.
and after completion of this advanced one and Python one, if I think that okay, I'm fine with this now and I can go ahead for this Django and all. So
Oh.
can I proceed after that, or that is not possible?
Yes, you can go later also.
Later also, right?
Separately, you should take Django, right?
Okay.
Separately, you have to take the Django, right?
Okay. Later I can go ahead for separately also.
7K you need to pay for it.
Okay, that is fine. Fun. And these classes will be separate, or this
See,
will be separate and
so here, if you're taking the total full stack package, the fee structure is 10K, only Python is 5K. This the Django framework UI technologies project, it is 7K. Both combinedly 5K plus 7K is 12K, but for full stack is 10K. Yes. Even anyone to see the duration of this course. I said only for Python will be spending a lot of time, 70 hours. And for this UI, for all this like 50 hours, totally 120 hours, right?
yeah.
Means 4 months it takes for this entire full stack. And for only Python, 2 months, right? And if you anybody wants, if you want still, so if anybody wants, right, parallelly also you can go. Means in
Okay.
weekdays Python, in weekends like UI technologies and Django and other things, right? Where it will
Okay.
come with 2.5 months, you can complete the entire thing, right?
Yeah. And what will be the timing for this one? This Python one?
Yeah, one second. I want to make you clear about the timing, right?
Yes.
So before you go with the payment, right? Check the timing of this batch.
Sir,
So one
sir,
second.
SQL is not covered.
SQL is covered. SQL, right? Yes. You can see this. One second. Where is it? MySQL. MySQL will be clear. JavaScript, CSS, HTML, right? Yes. So the timing of this batch, one second, I want to make you clear, right? So for the first 7 days to 10 days, please be in mute. Yes, Atul Sinde,
Yes.
please be in mute. First 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 6 p.m. in the evening, right? But after that, after 10 days, it will be as most of the students made a request, right? So the session will be at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. in the evening, right? Session starts at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. So first 1 week, 10 days, it will be at 6 p.m. Later, it will be at 8 p.m. in the evening. Okay, fine.
So every day it's a 1 hour, right?
Yes, 1 hour. It will be 1 hour class.
And it will be complete in 2 months.
Yes, 2 months.
Okay. Okay, fine.
It's online or offline?
So it's totally it's an online, no offline. It's an online batch. Okay, fine. Tomorrow also you can attend the session and check, right, more on this. Any other queries, right? Anyway. So I said every session is video recorded. You will be getting the recorded video every day. Every day you'll be getting the recorded video and the classroom notes every day. That is, you'll be getting the soft copy of it. And assignments and tasks will be provided topic wise. So just getting the output is not the criteria. You need to work. You need to build your own code. Yes. Apart from that, a WhatsApp group will be created for technical discussions. If anyone has got any errors, you can take the snap of it and you can post it in the WhatsApp, right? Anybody
And the
can.
other thing, I just wanted to confirm that for how many months these videos will be available for us, like for 6 months or 1 year?
6 months it will be.
Okay.
Later, if anybody wants to extend it, you can just need to talk with that front office, and still if you want, you can extend it.
Sure, fine. Thank you.
Okay. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., right? Using the same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.